Pushpa, The Rise, Part 1 is a 2021 Indian Telugu language action drama film 7, written and directed by Sukumar. Produced by Maitri Movie Makers in association with Muttamzadi Media, it stars Allu Arjun as the titular character alongside Fahad Fasil, his Telugu debut, and Rashmika Mandana while Jagadish Pratap Bhandari, Sunil, Rao Ramesh, Dhananjaya, Anasuya Bharadwaj, Ajay and Ajay Ghosh play supporting roles. The first of two cinematic parts, the film depicts the rise of a coolie in the smuggling syndicate of red sandalwood, a rare wood that grows only in the Shashalam hills of Andhra Pradesh state. Devi Sri Prasad composed the film's score and soundtrack while the cinematography and editing are performed by Miroslav Kuba Brozak and Kartika Srinivas Rubin respectively. The film began its production in December 2019 but was halted in March 2020 by the COVID-19 pandemic. Filming resumed in November 2020 and ended in November 2021, predominantly taking place at the Ramoji Film City in Hyderabad and Maredumilli Forest in Andhra Pradesh. Pushpa, The Rise was released on December 17, 2021 in Telugu along with dubbed versions in Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, and Hindi languages. The film received mixed to positive reviews from critics with praise for Allu Arjun's performance and characterization, action sequences, direction and score but criticized the runtime. 8-9-10, The Rise is commercially successful, grossing 365 crore, $48 million, crore at the box office. The film emerged as the highest-grossing Indian film in 2021, and ranks among the highest-grossing Telugu films of all time. 11. A sequel titled Pushpa 2, The Rule is under production. 12. In the 1990s, 13, Pushpa Raj is a coolie who works to smuggle red sandalwood, a rare wood that only grows in the Shashalam hills of the Chittor district in Andhra Pradesh. When DSP Govindappa raids them in the forest, Pushpa hides and recovers the stock, thereby gaining the trust of his employer Konda Reddy. With the help of novel ideas to smuggle the red sandalwood, he quickly rises through the ranks and becomes Konda Reddy's partner. Mangalam Srinu, a merciless dealer who manages the red sandalwood syndicate, entrusts Konda Reddy to keep 200 tons of his stock safe. As Konda's younger brother, Jolly Reddy is deemed incompetent, Pushpa is given the job. Govindappa attempts to raid them but Pushpa throws all the logs into the river, saving it from being seized. At a party, Pushpa overhears that Srinu is selling the wood at a much higher rate than what they're paid. He asks Konda to demand a fair share but backs down as going against Srinu seems risky. Pushpa meets Srivali and instantly falls in love for her. On their engagement day, his stepbrother Mohan denies Pushpa's lineage because he was born out of wedlock while his mother is injured during the fight. This angers Pushpa, which motivates him to rise higher in life. The next day, he smuggles the wood to Chennai and meets Srinu from whom he demands 1 crore, $130,000 per ton as their share. Srinu refuses and his men attack him but Pushpa overpowers them. He then goes to Chennai himself and cuts a deal to sell the wood at 1.5 crore, $200,000 per ton, which Konda and Pushpa agree to share equally. Jolly blackmails Srivali to spend the night with him while holding her father captive. Enraged, Pushpa badly beats up Jolly, breaking his bones. Konda, finding out that Pushpa is responsible for his brother's condition, tries to kill him but Srinu's men attack them. Amid the confusion, Pushpa manages to counterattack them. Konda is killed but Pushpa saves Konda's brother Jaka Reddy. Infuriated, he also captures Srinu's brother-in-law Mogalisu and kills him. MP Bhumireddy Siddhappa Naidu arranges a truce between Pushpa and Srinu and appoints Pushpa to manage their syndicate. After 6 months, Pushpa becomes a big person. Due to Srinu's inability to avenge his brother-in-law, his wife Dakshayani slits his throat which injures him. While Pushpa is at his prime, Banwar Singh Shekhawat, a ruthless police officer, takes charge as the district's SP. Pushpa offers him a bribe of 1 crore, $130,000. Shekhawat, however, intimidates and ridicules Pushpa for his lineage and not giving respect by addressing him as Sir. Pushpa gets angry by this insult and forms his hand into a fist, but Shekhawat threatens to shoot his hand if Pushpa does not unfold his fingers. Pushpa backs down, leaves the station and becomes unusually meek and submissive towards him. On the night of Pushpa's wedding, Pushpa and Shekhawat drink together. Expressing contempt on how he was ridiculed in their first meeting, Pushpa takes Shekhawat's revolver and shoots himself in his hands. He expresses his feelings that how he was ridiculed in his first meeting with Shekhawat. He forces Shekhawat to remove clothes while he also does the same. Pushpa says that if he goes on a situation like this, everyone will respect him, while Shekhawat is nothing without his police uniform, to the extent that even his dog would not recognize him if he is naked. Pushpa leaves for his wedding, while Shekhawat goes back home semi-naked. As predicted, his dog barks at him. This angers Shekhawat, in which he kills the dog and burns the bribe money given by Pushpa. The movie ends with Pushpa marrying Srivali, while Shekhawat plots his revenge for the insult.